Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Rusty McCranie, and welcome to Weather Express. It's your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, we have severe weather racing across portions of the Northeast right now, and more severe storms that'll be lining up for the central, the upper Midwest, and portions of the eastern United States in the coming days. Let's get into the weather story today. You can see there's an area of low pressure spinning in the eastern side of Canada. It's allowed moisture-laden air to slip all the way up the I-95 corridor and into places like Boston, on over towards New York City and south. And we've had some, pretty nasty storms race across this area today, despite temperatures that are only in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. This is what it looks like on the enhanced satellite imagery right now. Some low-level clouds coming in, even a little bit of snow for portions of the snow belt of the western sides of New York. But temperature is back down towards places like Baltimore and Washington, D.C., hit around 70 for a daytime high. So obviously we're talking about thunderstorms, and take a look at what I've been monitoring here. All of the red polygons that you see are severe thunderstorm warnings. The yellows are special weather statements. Thankfully, there's no rotation with these storms, but these have been some pretty healthy storms all the way up towards Boston. We've had extreme wind gusts, 40, 50, 60 plus mile an hour winds associated with these storms. This is what it looks like here as far as the current wind gusts. And again, you're going to see Boston had a 52 mile an hour wind, New York City well over a 50 mile an hour wind from time to time. Same situation down towards Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, again near the DC area, 40, 50 plus mile an hour winds. Rough situation there as far as that goes. Now, when we look at the risk of severe storms, it's still just a marginal risk from the Storm Prediction Center, the 1 out of 5, but again, the wind is going to be the big threat, over 60 miles an hour in a couple of spots, and some pretty heavy rainfall totals as well. Take a look at the local storm reports out of this area. All of the blue icons are going to be wind reports. The yellow icons are going to be your hail reports. So when we take a look at some hail here, I'm going to back that up just a little bit. It was the eastern sides of Philadelphia that really got hammered here. So again, you're looking at hail sizes about a ½ inch, maybe up to even 3/4 of an inch of size. And then you're just looking at damaging wind gusts here. Again, all different kinds of reports coming out of the area here, but winds of over 70 miles an hour in some locations. We'll work our way off to the south. Beautiful day in the southeast for today. It's been quiet. We've had a few storms race off the Carolina coastline, high and dry in the southern plains. Temperatures have come down a bit. We're not seeing the high 90s like we had in southern Texas the last couple of days. Big story here is actually going to be the winds again through the southern plains and into the Four Corners area in the Intermountain West. A lot of high fire threats here, a lot of wind advisories. Again, winds are easily gusting, pretty consistently 30, 40 miles an hour in a lot of locations. And then out towards the west, again, the western sides of the Great Lakes, a little bit cooler there, but nothing outrageous. We have a little bit of rain coming back in towards Sacramento and portions of the Sierra Nevada range here, and just to the west of those areas, even a couple of lightning strikes. Nothing outrageous. I-5 looks pretty quiet at this point in time, all the way up to places like Portland and Seattle as well. All right, back out to the big picture here. I'm going to bring on the current advisories that are into play. Again, you're going to see all of these red flag warnings. All of those browns are going to be wind advisories, fire weather watches, things like that. Here you've got the wind advisories through portions of the Mid-Atlantic states and the Appalachians as well. Now, as we go over the next couple of days, it's going to be the risk of severe storms that's going to be blossoming again, beginning in the Central Plains. We'll start to see that risk tomorrow from Omaha south into the northwest sides of Oklahoma. But 2 days from now, that risk doesn't move much and it becomes a slight risk. And more than likely, this could get ramped up a bit. Des Moines, Iowa, Omaha, Nebraska, those are the areas right now that we're bullseyeing a couple days from now that could see all modes of severe weather, including some tornadic activity. So let me bring this down. Again, pretty major storm system that'll be racing out of the Intermountain West, warm moisture-laden air coming out of the southern plains as well. That's going to produce those storms. Now, this system, and I'm going to let it loop one more time, is going to kind of swing along the Cape Cod coast and the New England coastline and get out of the way. We are going to have a fresh little burst of energy moving through the plains and into places like Missouri and into the Tennessee Valley. And again, that's just kind of one piece of energy here. You can see more back building through portions of Montana and Wyoming. And so it's going to be a multi-day potential severe weather event. When I go back out a couple of days and then I take the Storm Prediction Center risk and I go out a third day, you're going to see that they already have this risk here, and that would be the day 4 risk and the day 5 risk. Sinks a little bit farther to the south and to the east. So the bottom line is, again, central, upper Midwest, eventually into the mid-south. We're going to have to watch out for, again, several days of potential severe storms. Rainfall totals could be pretty significant, 2, 3, 4+ inches of rain in a lot of locations from Dallas to the eastern sides of Oklahoma, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. I think some of those totals will go even higher than that. If we're going to get a little bit of snow, again, it's western sides of New York and some of the colder elevations of Montana and Wyoming. Some spots up to 6 inches of snow out of that. And that shows you the energy coming in with the next system when it gets into the plain states. Friends, I'm out of time. I appreciate you making Weather Express a part of your daily routine. Let me know in the comments section below where you're viewing from. If you have a question, thank you for liking and subscribing and helping to support the channel in that way. It really does make a difference. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm back tomorrow with your latest 5-minute forecast.